Yeah, I guess so. Okay, I think it's recording now. Good morning.
Good morning, Wendy.
And
How are
welcome
you?
to
Welcome.
I'm a little chilly.
It's a little chilly, and there's lots of snow here, so we've been busy. I'm glad we brought a couple when we went sledding this year. We stayed here at the cottage for the first time, and we took a shovel with us because we knew better. And look at that. James is so smart, he doesn't even know it.
I know, that's crazy. That is crazy. I don't know what is going on. I mean, I understand it's still May, but yeah. I want to show you though. Look.
I know, it's so beautiful.
Isn't that pretty?
We're quite overcast. I don't know if you can see. Let me turn it around.
I've got the sun here.
Mother Nature said, "What? You're not staying home?
I'll make you stay home."
What, COVID and you're not staying home? You're at home now.
Let me get. Oh my gosh, I cannot get this thing open.
Well, at least you got them working. That's good.
There we go.
Oh,
We have,
pretty. You have to admit
it's pretty crazy.
We can't really bitch about it too much. I mean, it's where we live, and
Not for the content. It's fun and challenging. Absolutely. Well, I think, it's exciting. Why not? Live it up.
I just took out a solar light.
I know. I took out a solar light going up. I dug my way to the bathroom this morning. So
I saw the solar light post that you did. That was so pretty.
I know he does a good job in placement, and he likes his a certain way, and he's like a little garden gnome. He likes to put them where
It looks like sending messages to people though, like land strips and stuff like that.
Yeah, sending
Very
messages.
Nice.
So yeah. Anyways, this will put a little stop to things, but we'll see.
It's an indoor day, I would think, other than outside right now, but definitely a day to get some stuff done inside. No gardening today.
So what, talking about indoor things, what books have you been reading? Anything?
Which one?
Have you been reading any books?
Made any ebooks?
Have you read any books?
Have I read any books? I usually have about 6 on the go at a time. Let me think. I picked up one the other day that was suggested by a mentor of mine about, what was it about? It wasn't about nutrition. It was about business and stuff like that. I've been really into more business books recently, but I always have my other ones that I refer back to. I do a lot of reading about eating habits and the psychology behind the eating habit, and of course all the recipe books and stuff that go along with it, because it's important for me to keep up on my education with regards to everything that is presented to me from my clients. So that's what I have to do. And plus I find it so fascinating too. I don't know, maybe I should have been, or maybe I was a psychologist in another life. I don't know, but I find it really interesting, the human behavior. So
absolutely. Yeah. I picked up my Ageless Suzanne Summers book to bring back to here, and the women's wisdom book, Christine Northrup, the really big one, just to kind of get myself caught up again. And then I have a Christine Horner one, and she's one of our interpreters with thermography with Physicians Insight. She is one of the interpreters from California area, and she had written a book, so The Warrior Goddess, and going to be 3 things I'll be studying, and then go back in through my other little books I have here. I did download a few podcasts, although it hogs up all my space on my phone, but just preparing. It's funny, I packed up things yesterday, went and did laundry, and I had a Zoom meeting, and so I grabbed my mitts and my hat and my scarf without even really thinking about it. I was just like, oh, it's going to be a cold ride on the boat, and voila, there's snow.
You needed it. So James is not the only smart one then, apparently.
Sometimes, yes. I have my thoughts. Anyway. But no, so it's a really good weekend just to lay low and snuggle up and spend time with family. Jonathan will probably, and I will play some euchre, or some cribbage, or maybe some battleship. So it'll be nice.
That is nice. I know my son likes to play games quite a bit too, but we only end up doing stuff like that when the hydro goes out. So, you know, I know for a fact that when the hydro goes out, it's not a bad thing, because he comes up and we play cards, and it's upstairs, like, because basically the basement is his domain, and then, you know, we live upstairs. But it's an interesting, it's like I get a little excited, like, oh, I get the candles out and here comes my kid and we'll get some hot chocolate, and you know, it's you make the best of the situation, just like today with the weather. You make the best of the situation.
You certainly do. Yeah.
You know, all you can do. And actually being at camp for you is really a thing.
Yeah, we have to, I'm going to have to hook up the gas just in case, because you never know with this kind of weather and the heavy snow on the limbs that we may lose power. So certainly have to prepare myself for that. So.
Yeah. So what have you got coming next week?
So next week we have our Monday talk about whole foods and growing your own vegetables and that kind of stuff. I'm going to run my last week of the hormone detox and really get in and talk about what to do in the next steps. And then how people responded with their journals. And part of that was this incredible journal that we created to just be responsive of things. And it's understanding how your body's responding to it. Even though it's 5 days, it's supposed to be very eye-opening. How is your bowel movements? How's your sleep pattern? How is your mood? By adding the different foods in, and how the responsiveness is. And really, I kind of leave it up to them to dig in deeper with another week, or even 3 weeks, because the simplicity of it is it adds flavor, it adds creativity to your meal times, incorporating the important vegetables into your regime, because it should become something you naturally do anyways. These are important vegetables, greens that help with your estrogen metabolism, help with your bowel, help with your insulin imbalances, help with the maca addition. It helps with your cortisol and your calmness. So it's different things we dig into and talk about in the Living with Intention page, where we just, really dig in and understand how the intuitiveness of our body is responding. And we have to honor that because that's the way we're brilliantly made. We should be able to understand and wake up to the signals that our body is giving us.
Yep. And really becoming aware of what's going on around us too. So not really just taking somebody else's word for granted, but understanding and taking in the knowledge around us, listening to what's going on in our bodies, and then just intuitively, going to whatever direction that you need to go in towards. So, I mean, as far as food goes, or if you intuitively feel like you need to get out and go for a walk, or if you just need to sit quietly, and just honoring that, whatever comes up.
Yeah. I think,
okay.
The interesting one for me is keeping track of how I'm responding, how I'm speaking to people, because whether I'm in this silent ovulation period that I'm not getting a menses, but my body's still producing and hormones and doing those things, you still have that ebb and flow. So how I'm responding to people, I need to be paying a better attention to, and how people are triggering me is also an opportunity for me to learn more about the things that I get upset with, and the things that I'm having a difficult time with, and the things I need to sit and meditate about. So if your husband is like mine, driving you crazy, take this time to be introspective and reflect on, why is it bothering me? He hasn't changed any, right? He's still the same old self. But why is it bothering me more so now than before? Or my kids are driving me up the wall. Well, they haven't changed. Why, or look at it through their eyes as well. they're going crazy, they're stir crazy, they need stimulation, or they're overstimulated, right? So it's assessing those things. Are we also overstimulated by watching Netflix, or too much work time on the computer, or, you know, having all the appliances on in the house, and all of the you know, like the everyone's computers on, or the TV's on. Yeah. Is that triggering the sensation of overstimulation as well? So, and trying to do our best for this time, we may be becoming overachievers, right? If you're feeling overwhelmed the same that I am, and it's not about, you know, you have to sort of take an inventory. Is it the change in weather? Is it because it's a full moon? Is it because we need to grow some better boundaries and have some better space, and perhaps we're not vocalizing or communicating ourselves better, right?
Yep.
What part of what Brené Brown, you know, what video, what podcast, or what TED Talk do you need to watch of hers to be to sort of calm down and be and think about it, right? Think about where we are, how I can respond better, because we can't change anybody else. It's our own responsibility to look after ourselves.
Most definitely.
And if you have kids, then you need to be setting a better example. And if you have your husband's always watching, or my husband's always watching my behavior, how am I showing that I'm being a better person, or how I am learning from all of this? And is he, you know, am I setting good boundaries with computer time, or time on the, is there a balance, right? Is there time with family, and is there time for work? It's a balance.
Oh yeah, most definitely balance, for sure. And it's so very important, because I mean, without balance, I don't believe that there's any kind of true health. I mean, you can have somebody that eats perfectly, like 24/7, like they're like maybe years and years and years, but perhaps they don't exercise, or they don't move their body so much. I wouldn't consider that person healthy. Like, and they can be skinny, and or somebody that goes to the gym 7 days a week, 4 hours a day, something like that, but they eat really horrible, or they have a you know, not a very good mindset. These type of people are also the people that we reach out to because and really need to focus in on, because they're not healthy either. I mean, it's not just, you know, somebody that might be having a little bit of hormone disruption. It might be, or somebody that might be thinking that they're a little bit overweight. It is everybody, I believe, because like in this day and age right now, our mindset, our mental health is so askew right now. And I think a lot of us are just kind of like chomping at the bit. We're angry, we're frustrated, we're confused, we don't know where to turn next. We don't have a lot of direction, because this is new for everybody. And this mental instability is wreaking havoc on all of us. You know, we're going towards the comfort foods, we're going towards sitting on the couch because we've been told not to leave the house, we, you know, and taking that literally, as opposed to getting out and just walking the streets. That's not what I meant, but you know what I mean. By, you know, getting out and just moving the body, even in the house. You see a lot of people, a lot of families are doing these home workout videos. And something that we used to do like years and years ago, I remember putting the VHS tapes in and sitting on the floor with the babies and doing yoga. But, you know, it's just, there has to be a balance. That's all I'm trying to get at. It's a matter of balance. And especially when it comes to somebody like you and I, that we are working from home now, and we've been doing this for a while now. So we kind of have gotten into a flow of working from home. But these people that are new to working from home, it is a little bit difficult. And I think you were saying you had a friend that was on the computer till 10 o'clock at night working from home. And this kind of stuff is not balanced, unless they started at like 4 PM or something.
No, it's just a long day. So it's either that the amount of work that they're responsible for in the office doesn't get done, and it just keeps building up, or because they're at home, they're thinking that they can work till 10 o'clock at night. They have nothing else. And it's not setting good boundaries, not working for the better dollar value. You know, like, you're still worthy of of that dollar value. And I think that's
Yeah.
something, James has been discussing for a long time during this time. Come on up. She's stuck.
I saw her coming down the hill.
Yeah. So she's like, oh my goodness, like what's going on? But the whole dollar value of what, even when you're doing online business, and these are discussions that we have currently, and what's your dollar value? What are you worth? And what are you willing to work for? And so that, whether you're working in an online business, whether you're working, from home now, but you've always got to remember that we're worth what your value, and boundaries.
Yeah. And it comes down to a lot of, money mindset as well. I mean, you and I have done a lot of work with that through our business courses and different things, and understanding that, they're not paying you to work 12, 15, 18 hours a day, and you're worth more than that. So you have a structured time from like a workplace structure that should be equivalent to what you're doing at home too, and not overdoing it just because you have the extra time, or you have, it's still that worth, and that worth is your value. So it's lots of interesting things coming up. I know. Sorry, go ahead.
Go.
I was just going to say that I think a lot of people may already know about this, but you've been doing a podcast for quite a while with regards to your divine wellness.
Yep,
and that's just been amazing. I've been following that. You've had some amazing guests on there, but just recently we've decided to extend that to this Dana and Wendy coffee chat as well. So people that are liking us through the video, please be sure that that you can check out the Dana and Wendy 3C Club on
it's named the Dana and Wendy Show, just because it was 2 letters for the podcast. So it's called the Dana and Wendy Show as the Anchor FM, but it's available on all 7 different streams. I'm sorry, excuse me. And but it is the Dana and Wendy 3C Coffee Club title, and I just have 1 episode loaded. It's all I had time for yesterday when I was in town, but you will know that we will be loading up all of them so you can binge listen to us. Ridiculousness. No, I'm kidding. Next time we'll be loading them so that but Wendy does have these things all on video as well, and we hope to give insight and some intelligence and some really delightful conversation, and perhaps some controversy once in a while, but not too much. It'll get censored. So,
well, I think in a podcast, if we were just not to do the video part of it, if we just did a podcast, we can talk anything we want.
Oh
no,
you get censored. Yeah, you get censored. Yeah.
Ah, the world we live in.
Anyway,
say anything you want, and just don't say anything you want.
Okay. But. Yeah, but no, it's just they don't want people to panic or learn some ill information or those kind of things. But that's okay. So, but yeah, you can still get my 5-day detox, and I do have the 10-day detox if you want to go a little bit deeper. I'll be starting the Eating Your Way to Hormone Health within the Living with Intention Transformation group. So make sure you get yourself in there because we'll be digging in deep, understanding the mind-body set, the nutrition set, how stress and inflammation play a huge role, how libido affects everyone, whether it's your husband or yourself, and what you can do to sort of work around that, what nutriments and what things you need to be developing within yourself to for better hormone balance, right? And then once things start calming down a little bit, I'll be moving into the breast health program, and then once I get back out, I really want people to get in and get their thermography done, because it's a really eye-opening opportunity to be aware of how stress, how inflammation, how chronic illness, these are all steps we were wanting to prevent. And where's your body at? How have you been through this crisis? How is your body, where are we at? what key things do you need to take care of with Intention Group as well. So, and I know that you have too, so.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that a lot lately. And one thing we haven't really discussed in the last, oh my goodness, we're on our episode 19 now. One thing that we haven't really discussed is the outside work that we do. So the thermography, and actually I do live blood analysis, and that's kind of my passion, my geek zone basically, because I love to see what's going on inside of you. And then from there I do provide, opportunity for nutrition and supplement changes and lifestyle changes. And it's just part of the whole nutritional counseling idea. So I'm actually really looking forward to getting out and starting to do my live blood analysis again. I do it out of Hallaberry, Ontario at Bridging the Gap Wellness Center. And I also do it out of Naturally Yours health food store in Chelmsford in the mall there too. So I know people are probably going to be very, very excited once they start to get out into the community and being able to get back to their holistic practitioners as well. It's going to be an amazing opportunity for everybody just to know that they can, start seeing you on a regular basis again, coming and getting their blood done and talking one-on-one with their nutrition consulting and all these different things. So I'm just really, really looking forward to that myself, to be honest, just to have that interaction, that one-on-one interaction with people again. So it's going to be amazing. I mean, we have so much to offer online, but it's just that little bit extra that we just love to do as practitioners. And I know both of us and for everybody else that I know, that is all the chiropractors and osteopaths and naturopathic doctors like Lisa. Is it Lisa? Lisa we were talking to the other week, and all these other practitioners that are out there right now that are just kind of chomping at the bit, wanting to get out and just be with their clients and do the work that we love to do. So I know for myself,
Absolutely.
the live blood is just so amazing that I'm really, hopefully within the next couple of weeks, we'll see. I have to talk to Kim at Naturally Yours and see what her plans are over the next little while. And we'll just have to go by government standards and do the best we can. So, are you still there, love?
I'm still here, but you're cutting out. So maybe we should just cut off there, and we'll see everyone on Monday, where we're going to talk. Don't forget our event on Monday for talking about whole foods and gardening, and that's at 2:00. Next week, we'll talk a bit more about what's passionate in our hearts and what we do and what drives us.
Yes, most certainly. Well, you stay warm this weekend, and we will see everybody on Monday.
Have a good weekend, everyone. Stay dry, stay warm.
Take care. Bye.
So you'll have to edit a few times.